Ergo Lift Assist Assembly Instructions. When unboxing the Ergo Lift Assist, or ELA, please refer to the manual to ensure you have all the necessary components and additional tools before beginning the assembly process. You will need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a 9/16 ratchet, and a 9/16 open-end wrench. It is recommended that you assemble the ELA on a large table or workbench. Here's what's included with the Ergo Lift Assist: vertical boom support with the actuator, tool balancer extension arm, upper arm, lower arm, battery box, battery and battery charger, power supply adapter, power cord, and power supply mount, weld cable saddle with 2 carabiners, 4 1/2" by 2.5" clevis pins, 2 10mm by 40mm clevis pins, 8 W141 washers, 6 bow tie cotter pins, 4 license plate nuts and 4 screws, hex bolt or lock bolt, 2 W05 washers, lock washer, hex nut, 8 bushings. To begin assembly, place the bushings in the holes at each end of the upper arm and lower arm. These bushings could already be installed from the factory. Line up the lower portion of the actuator to the mounting holes on the vertical boom support. Place the 10 by 40mm clevis pin through the hole. Secure by placing the bow tie cotter pin through the end of the clevis pin. Align the end of the lower arm, labeled A, with the proper holes on the vertical boom support, labeled A. Remove the A sticker from the vertical boom support. Insert the arm and align the holes. Be sure the bushings are in place before installing the clevis pins. It may be easier to partially install the clevis pin and tilt the vertical boom support and lower arm to help push through the other side. Secure the clevis pin with a washer and a bow tie cotter pin. Align the upper portion of the actuator to the triangular actuator mount on the bottom side of the lower arm. You may need to pinch the actuator mount to get it into position. Place the 10 by 40mm clevis pin through the holes. Secure the clevis pin with the bow tie cotter pin. Align the upper arm to the top holes on the vertical boom support. Be sure the bushings are in place on the upper arm before installing the clevis pins. Place a 1/2" by 2.5" clevis pin with a washer through the holes. Secure the clevis pin with a washer and a bow tie cotter pin. Attach the lower arm to the tool balancer extension arm labeled B. Remove the B sticker from the tool balancer extension arm. Be sure the bushings are in place before installing the clevis pins. Place the clevis pins with washers through the holes. Secure the clevis pins with washers and bow tie cotter pins. To install the ELA on the welder, we recommend that 2 people assist with this step. It is also important to note that the ELA must only be mounted and used pointing to the front of the welder. Install the fully assembled Ergo Lift Assist into the lower tube facing the front of the welder. After aligning the openings, install the lock bolt with a W05 washer through the holes. Place a W05 washer and lock washer on the end of the lock bolt. Then place the hex nut on the end. Use the 9/16 ratchet and 9/16 open-end wrench to tighten the bolts. Warning: operating the ELA without securing the lock bolt can lead to tipping and serious injury. Use the license plate nuts and screws to install the power supply on the side panel. Pull the power supply cable through the inside of the handlebar and plug it into the collet on the backside of the battery box. You may use zip ties to secure the power cable to the vertical boom support. Attach the power supply cord and plug the power supply into a 120-volt outlet when needed. Charge the battery with the supplied battery charger prior to use and place it in the battery holder. Attach the weld cable saddle to the hook underneath the tool balancer. Loop the weld cable saddle around the weld cable. Attach the second carabiner to secure it. Attach the tool balancer cable to the weld gun using the carabiner. You are now ready to use your i5 or i5S spot welder with the Ergo Lift Assist.